Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Context channel. Today we will discuss about a hug that has the world's geopolitical experts reaching for the anti-anxiety meds. Picture this. It's Delhi, December 5th, 2025. Vladimir Putin steps off the plane, and who is there to greet him with a genuinely warm embrace? None other than Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now, a friendly handshake? Sure, that's diplomacy. But a full-on bear hug and riding together in the same car? That's family, and it signals something absolutely crucial about the changing world order. Let us look at the video where Prime Minister Modi broke the protocol to receive President Putin.
अरे हिला नहीं अरे हिला नहीं अरे हिला नहीं सॉरी यार
The world watches these summits closely, but this was different. This wasn't just a simple trade talk. This was a high-stakes political tightrope walk by India, performed directly under the glaring spotlight of the United States. So, let's unpack exactly what went down, why it matters to you, and what that photo of the two leaders actually means for global stability. Now, for those keeping score, this was Putin's first visit to India since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022. And according to one report, this marks a significant step for him back onto the international stage. The main agenda items were classic Russia-India fare, but with a new, urgent twist. We're talking defense and energy, specifically the transfer of massive Russian defense systems, including the S-400 air defense system and discussions about the advanced Sukhoi Su-57 fighter aircraft. For decades, India has relied on Russia for its defense needs. It's a relationship built on reliability, affordability, and a willingness to sell India's state-of-the-art gear that the US often restricts. One analyst noted that Russia is still responsible for nearly 60% of all Indian military equipment. You just can't switch suppliers overnight, no matter how much pressure you're under. But the real controversy, the thing that makes this summit a geopolitical bombshell, is oil. Let me challenge the simplistic idea that India is pro-Russia. This is not about ideology, it's about strategy and economics. Remember, since the war in Ukraine, Russia has been selling oil at a huge discount. And India, a rapidly industrializing nation of 1.4 billion people, needs every drop of cheap energy it can get. One report clearly highlighted that New Delhi's continued purchases of this discounted Russian oil is what truly set off Washington. The pressure from Washington culminated in a punitive 25% additional tariff on certain Indian imports for a total of 50% tariff. That's not a subtle diplomatic rebuke. So, India is caught between a vital military supplier who offers cheap energy and a strategic partner, the US, who is offering huge export market for India. So, what does that mean for us, the audience watching the global chessboard? It means India is drawing a blueprint for a new type of superpower, the strategically autonomous superpower. Prime Minister Modi and his cabinet are operating on the belief that India is big enough and important enough to simply refuse to choose sides. Think about it. India is a key member of the Quad, a security grouping with the US, Japan, and Australia designed specifically to counter China in the Indo-Pacific. This is why the visit of President Putin is so symbolic. By welcoming Putin, Modi is demonstrating that India's foreign policy decisions are made in New Delhi, not Washington or Moscow. The message is simple: we will buy what we need, from whom we need, to protect our national interest. But there is an inherent risk here. In trying to be everyone's friend, you can end up being no one's trusted ally. It's a constant balancing act, walking that tightrope, where every step has to be calculated. As I reflect on this summit and the intense pressure surrounding it, I think there are two major contexts we need to walk away with. This summit is a clear indicator that sanctions alone are not going to isolate a major power like Russia, especially when that power has deeply embedded, decades-long relationships. The economic reality for New Delhi, cheap oil and reliable arms, trumps the moral argument for joining the Western coalition against Moscow. The visit solidifies the rise of the global South as a truly independent power bloc. They are no longer pawns in the American or Russian game. They are players, demanding respect and negotiating leverage from both sides. When a global power like the US imposes heavy tariffs and India still hosts the adversary, it shows the limits of Washington's current coercive foreign policy. This entire visit of President Putin is a masterclass in strategic ambiguity and a calculated risk by Prime Minister Modi to maintain India's strategic autonomy. But it leaves us with one massive, open-ended question. In this new, multipolar world, can a major power like India truly be a friend to everyone? Or will the tightening geopolitical pressure eventually force them off the tightrope and onto one side of the chasm? Let me know what you think in the comments below. We'll be tracking this story very closely. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.